Hello, everyone. It's Morphin Mania time. I am Captain Logan, and here's Jason.
I'm Jason. I'm gonna attack you.
And with me, as always, is my regular co-host.
He froze right when he said that, but I'm assuming he said my name.
I said DJ. DJ is here to do some more Morphin Mania. Oh, we're off to a fantastic start. Zordon, we need more power.
Yeah. We need more power.
Well, it makes sense because Zordon's gone right now from where we left off. He is off in some other dimension. He was already in a time warp, but he's in some other dimension in his time warp, and he somehow knows the exact coordinates, but has not been able to tell us because of static.
That's right, Jason. Did he get you caught up? That's what's going on. That's
what's going on, yeah. So we are hip deep in the middle of Green with Evil. We're going to do part 3 here in just a minute. We're going to finally bring Scorpina in. I keep thinking Scorpina comes in earlier. I keep referencing her, but she's right at episode 3. Jason likes Scorpina. Jason has met the American Scorpina.
Yay. Oh, cool.
At Paramorphicon. He got to wear the Scorpina head at Paramorphicon.
I didn't want to, though.
Yeah, I know. For some reason, you didn't want to. And
but I was sick.
Lo and I were standing there.
Didn't want to.
Lo and I were standing there going, "It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity." So yeah, that video's on the channel. If you ever want to go check out Jason wearing the Scorpina head and meeting Zordon and all kinds of people that are in Green with Evil and other first season Mighty Morphin episodes. If you're watching with us, hello, thanks for being here.
Oh,
you can jump into the rabbit room in the description, and that will let you look at the exact stream that we are watching. If you're watching this after the fact, if you're watching this into 2019 or on Patreon, you can, of course, sync this up as a commentary track with the episode, either with a DVD or Netflix, however you want to watch it. Get it to timestamp 0 and get ready to press play when I say now. Let's go ahead and jump right into it, everybody. And we're going to be looking at comments, as always, for our live chatters. I see Thomas Edghill there, Guy Person, Baron OKC, Jeffrey's there, Ciro's there. Hi, guys.
Hi, Jeffrey.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for being here. Jason has met Jeffrey. No, it's not that. It's not. It's not the Jeffrey from Virtua Fighter. But anyway, so you guys can message us anytime during the show, and we'll try to read some comments and talk to you guys, interact with you, and make sure that you're using the chat box on YouTube and not the one on the Rabbit Room, because that's the one we'll be looking at. Let's get right into it. Everybody, please press play. Remember, it's Green with Evil, part 3. This is episode 19 of season 1. Everybody, please press play right now. Okay, Jason's going to give us a riveting commentary on just the intro. Go, Jason.
Okay. Hi, it's Rita. It's time to conquer Earth. Yay.
I think this is going to be a color commentary. He's got nothing.
Yay! It's the Eclipso move in dancing.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Is Zach your favorite because he's a dancer?
No. Kimberly's my favorite because she loves gymnastics.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. You did tumbling for a while.
Yeah.
So we've changed the intro already. There's Tommy. And before, I mean, I know I was going to give you the whole floor for this, but you didn't seem to have a lot to say.
The Dragon Zord, the Megazord, forming Megazord activated.
Yeah, it says that. Meanwhile, in the zone of darkness, or whatever this alternate universe is called.
Oh, I remember.
This alternate dimension. There's a little less dry ice there for 1 second.
What?
DJ, can you hear us okay?
I can hear you, but the rabbit is not loading for me. It's still at the...
Oh, no! Well, that's not good.
I tried to refresh to see if it was just me, but it looks like some of the chat's having the same problem.
Okay, I'm trying to fix it right now as we speak. I think it's coming back on us. So, DJ, what's going on right now is Rita has just suddenly decided to get Scorpina for no reason.
Yeah, because they're already winning, like, supremely, and they just need one more person
They're in good shape. I'm resetting the Rabbit Room, guys. Sorry about that. If this keeps being a problem, we're going to have to start all over. Hopefully not. If you're watching at home, enjoy Green with Evil. We'll be with you momentarily. There's a rock coming downstairs.
I do see that. I see the scorpions.
Yeah, it's back. It's back. There's the scorpions. Okay, cool. We're back.
Okay, there she is. She's got a cool look. I wonder if she was intended to look like Goldar, if that was just... She has to be, right?
Yes. That's his wife.
Oh, okay.
In the Sentai. They're married in the Sentai.
Cool.
Somebody in the... Oh, you didn't know that? Mm-mm. Somebody in the comments asked if we're Sentai fans or just Mighty Morphin fans or just Power Rangers fans. Mostly just Power Rangers. I've watched a little bit of this Sentai, but none of the others.
Yeah, I've only seen videos on YouTube about the Sentai, and I actually looked into the Alien Ranger the Sentai that the Alien Rangers are based on, actually, because we don't get to see much of them, and I wanted to see a little bit more. So I looked into.
You'll have to tell us about that when we get there.
Well, I didn't watch full episodes. I just kind of watched clips on YouTube.
Oh, okay, okay.
But it's really weird and quirky. It has like Batman 66 like set word sound like onomatopoeias.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. It was really comedic season.
What kind of premise did it have? Is it just a standard we're on Earth fighting bad guys, or like?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not. Like I said, I didn't get into the story that much, but
you didn't get to get into the specifics of it. Okay.
But we can talk about it later.
Hey, Goldar, it's not that hard to find. It's just dry eyes. I'm pretty sure you can find him. His Goldar senses are not tingling.
Oh, they're still fighting.
Yeah. Well, right now he's just laying there.
He's petrified.
Baron OKC says the Space Sentai is really different. Yeah, it is, because it was supposed to be like a virtual reality or video game show, and they turned it into a outer space show.
Which is crazy, because the Zords are like space Zords, so I want to see how that works.
Yeah, I still don't get that. Thomas says wants to know if we're batching tonight or just doing Green with Evil. Yes, we are batching tonight.
Yeah, we'll at least doing one other episode, maybe
at
two.
least. Yeah, we'll see if we have time to do two. But I actually haven't talked to DJ about that yet. But we'll see if we can knock a couple more out. So yeah, we don't get anything done in those scenes. It's basically we check back in, and there is posturing, and. Like, when you're a kid, that feels like the stakes are really high. You know, like, will Jason get out of this alive? And I think calling it another, like another dimension makes it feel like he's really isolated. You know, it's like, he has no chance of getting out if he can't teleport. Yeah, what's he going to do?
The dimension is like that 4 foot by 4 foot room. So he's really
tired.
He's really trying
to use that word really loosely. They understand different dimensions about as well as they understand time travel. So, like, I know Skull's dumb, but did he really think that was going to work? Did he really think he could get Kimberly to kiss him? And
this is the beginning of the whole shipping Kim and Skull thing.
The Kimberly Skull thing, which we talked about a few episodes ago. Yeah, which I had never really heard of, but that makes perfect sense. I'm sorry, what?
I was telling the viewers to come up with a name for them.
Oh yeah, because we had Kimberly and Billy last time. What was it? Bimberly was one of them.
Yeah, Kimbilly.
Kimbilly. That was my favorite.
Doesn't really work with Skull. Skim. I like
it. Skim. Yeah, that's pretty good. David says, I hate the term shipping. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it either, but it is kind of amusing to do with a show like this.
Yeah, it's ironically funny for this.
Yeah, that was a thing I was completely unaware of until Smallville with the whole, like, Chloe Lex shipping thing. Klex, I think, was that one.
Until after that, I just recently heard about it, actually.
I'm just randomly looking around everywhere. It's a good thing that Zordon and Rita can both, like, look through something, just find anything they need, because nobody in this show is a good detective. They're the parents just going, oh man, we can't figure out where Jason is. We don't know who the Green Ranger is. Here's an idea. Why don't you, I don't know, look for clues? we like pretend like they're attempting things, but they kind of just stand around a lot.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Just stand around and complain they can't figure anything out. I want to do a putty commentary.
And drive everybody crazy.
22
with just...
straight minutes of.
That's the one way to one up the Groot GNN that you guys did.
It is, yeah. Still trying to find that video that would get 0 views.
That's going to be our video on the mobile game.
Yeah, right. DJ and I are talking about doing a video on the mobile game for Morphin Mania. Yeah, that's what we'll do. It'll just be us playing that game going. Hey, DJ, by the way, because I love planning things while we're making videos, I think we should do like a top 5 together of characters that need to be in that game.
Oh, yeah. I'd love to do that.
I think that'd be a great idea.
That's a good video.
One of mine, I'll tell you right now, will be Mighty Morphin Putties. I don't understand why we haven't done that yet.
I was just gonna say that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why not? Like, they've done everything else Mighty Morphin pretty much. I mean, not everything, but that's like the biggest.
I don't need Squat and Babu as fighting characters. I'm fine with that. But like, we did a movie putty. Where are real putties? At least Zed putties. Because it'd be fun, like when you lose as a Zed putty, you don't fall down, you just blow up.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome.
Just body parts fly everywhere.
So if memory serves, Green Ranger is going to come in here for kind of no good reason. Oh, no, I know what it is. He comes in to tell him that he's supposed to defeat Jason. And then they're going to fight for a couple of minutes. And then suddenly he's going to... because he hasn't beaten him yet, he's going to be forced to stay here and keep being tested. Because that's all we do with Green Ranger and Rita is we just test him over and over again.
Yeah.
This is hardly a fair fight.
Yeah, why? Oh, yeah, he took his morph. That's right.
I think it'd be cool if this scene was him demorphed.
Yeah, but we got to save that reveal for like the end of this episode.
Yeah, we just gotta wait. I think it's not till the end of 4, if memory serves. I think they wait that long.
Oh man, are you serious?
Yeah, it's been a while. I might be wrong, but I think we wait that long.
I would love it if Goldar, since he has his morpher, just morphed, and we had like this big bulky Red Ranger.
Well, that doesn't work. He can't do that. He doesn't have the power coin. He just has the morpher.
Oh, okay, that's true.
I don't think he has the power coin.
Still makes more sense than the Ryu Ranger.
And yes, it does. No, that was... No, what are you talking? This show has, like, consistent logic, DJ. That's not true. But more so than that thing did.
Hey, Sarah says Sarah's with me.
Oh, no, Sarah says the coin was in the morpher. Yes, of course. Sorry. But he still wouldn't be able to morph as him because even Mighty Morphin has that, like, you have to have the coin that... I mean, like, you have to be the person the coin was intended for, right? Right? No?
I don't know if they have that in this early, at least.
Wait, is Scorpina in the more mobile game?
No, and she should be. That would also maybe be on my list. No, DJ,
2 of 5 of Logan's list.
There are at least maybe we'll make it 10. There are at least 4 or 5 Mighty Morphin characters they still could put in there.
Oh yeah. I mean,
David, would you say?
Yeah.
Sorry, what do you say? Would you say that Billy is the best overall Ranger? No, I don't think so. I mean, as we talked about last time, if we're talking about character-wise, yeah, probably because he's the one that changes the most. But a lot of that was kind of circumstantial.
Yeah, he's a like way different character in Zeo. Like not even.
Yeah, and when we get rid of him for Darius, because we do the same thing we do with the other 3 in season 2, where we've already gotten rid of the actors, so we just use stock footage and have some random person voice over him, except it doesn't sound at all like him, like at all.
Oh, and then we get the old actor for a little bit.
No, that's right before that. It's when they age him back, he's back on Aquitar, and we see him through a viewing globe, and it's just stock footage of him smiling real big, and it's just some other voice where he's like, "I'm going to miss you all."
It's weird. He has a pretty distinct voice. You think you could like mimic it?
Yeah. Well, when we do it with Jason, we just have a guy yell everything.
Yes, I love it. He's like on the mountain at the end with. Always remember that sunset shot where he's like yelling and they're like right in front of him. This is really cool
what I'm talking about with. Yeah, I love it. Like I said, I want to build this into a ball pit for my kids.
If we're gonna spend like
somebody asked where
I mean, it should be cool.
Somebody asked where the fog is coming from. I don't know. They have fog machines everywhere in that room. But no, that's the thing I was talking about a couple episodes ago with Jason David Frank, where he likes to overpronounce the word them. If you've never noticed it, now that I've said it, you will not be able to not hear it every time. I will destroy them.
Like he emphasizes
no one
the
really
TH?
Talks like that. Sorry.
Like he emphasizes the TH a lot?
No, he never says like got them. It's always them. Like just a really long them. It's really unnatural. No one really talks like that.
Who is that main bad guy in CO?
Oh, the Machine Empire with King Mondo.
King Mondo,
yeah.
And the cogs.
Earlier when I said. Earlier, when I was talking about the Rangers trying to find Jason and not doing any detective work, somebody said, they're like, "Oh no, we can't find Jason." Thomas Edgell wrote, "He's sitting right next to you."
That's Jay with a Y, son of Jay.
So yeah. A little known fact for some people. My real name is James, spelled with a Y, and I was Jay for most of my life. And my parents and my wife still call me Jay, but I'm Logan, Captain Logan, and Cap for a lot of people.
Wait.
Captain, like I'm a cereal box character. Sorry, what?
So, why did they bring Street?
You should speak up a little bit so everybody can hear you.
Why did they bring Street Fighters to Legacy Wars?
I know. We keep complaining about that, but we should talk about this episode.
Yeah, okay.
We will do a show on that.
We are going to do a show on Legacy Wars, yeah.
Oh, wait. Goldar can look through
Here it come. Well, yeah. I mean,
he, like...
I don't think that telescope is like specific to anybody's retinas. I think... Oh, I see what you're saying.
Is he wearing a mask? I thought that was his face.
That is a question. Was Goldar just born like that? I'm pretty sure he's just a monkey guy with like some ornamentation.
Yeah, we never like. What are they all different races? Are Squat and Babu the same race? I guess. Maybe Finster.
In the comics, they all come from different planets.
Okay.
Where Rita has gone around and abducted them from different planets, where she'll like destroy most of their race, but take them for whatever reason. And they both have pretty interesting backstories in the comics, anyway.
I wonder if that's explained at all in the Sentai.
Is the dagger the same thing as his sword that he has?
No, the dagger is not the same thing as the Sword of Darkness.
Does it do the same things though?
You can't call the Dragon Sword with the Sword of Darkness.
Yeah, I don't think the Sword of Darkness is even like a Green Ranger weapon. I think they just gave it to him.
The Darkness Sword? Yeah, it's not a Green Ranger weapon. The idea was vaguely, if he has this sword, he'll be the Green Ranger forever. Like somehow it's supposed to, I don't know, contain the magic that makes that happen or something. Ciro says that Finster's a leprechaun. No kidding. I guess he means in the Sentai. Jason Goldman says, which do you think is more awesome? Super Samurai mode, Super Dino mode, or Jungle Master mode? I'm talking power, not appearance. I don't know those other two shows very well. So, I mean, I have to kind of go with Super Dino mode just because that's the one I know better.
Yeah, I'd have to default to that too. And I'm playing as...
Well, I don't know Super Samurai mode.
Because you haven't been watching the more recent stuff.
I like Jungle Master mode.
I've worked hard, my queen. I've been down here doing the same kind of calisthenics I'd be doing at the juice bar if I wasn't turned into an evil warrior.
Yeah, he's not doing any Super Power Ranger stuff.
He's not. He's just bouncing around. He's like... I guess that's his test. Just how long can you stand to be in the dry ice dimension?
Apparently, his head can go here.
Well, that's just horrifying.
Anything in that room with the darkness and the helmet on, like he's probably just
no, you probably can't see anything.
Blind training.
That's just horrifying, Jason. But a thing Goldar said a while back didn't really make any sense. Where he's like, "Oh, Rita, you should have left me here. I could have beaten Jason. You've been in there an episode and a half, and Green Ranger fought him for like less than 5 minutes." Zordon is still rattling off things just in case they can hear him.
So what do you like better? Do you like him? So this is
I love it when she says
different.
"my Goldar." I love that. So
completely different than the movie. Like in the movie, is he just in the tube? Because when Ivan Ooze breaks the tube, he's just like laying there.
That's right. Yep. No, they changed some things for no good. I guess just to give that actor some physical screen time. I don't know. Yeah, he's either in the tube, or if you break it, like his essence comes back and manifests. I have no idea what's going on. But to be fair, it doesn't make any more or less sense than this does.
Wait, the only thing
it just doesn't seem consistent with this. But this is not always consistent with itself. I still don't know what time warp means. Anyway, what are you saying, Jason?
The only thing that they can't control is Zordon.
The only thing who can't control?
That the Rangers and Alpha.
Well, it's already over.
Wow, nothing.
Once again, we didn't get real far there. Yeah, we brought in Scorpina just because she's in the Sentai. I think it would have been cool to still make her Goldar's wife and just be like, by the way, Goldar has a wife. She's been off conquering planets, but she's back.
I think it would have been
cool
if that episode was more from the villain's point of view, like the whole time, like we're with Tommy and the Scorpina thing and with Rita, and we don't really see the Rangers that much.
And if you restructured it like I suggested before, I mean, there's all kinds of ways to make this better, I guess. But if you restructured it, you could have it be a big mystery from it would be obvious who it was, but you make it a mystery for the kids, like who is Green Ranger, and you have it all from the kids or all from the Rangers' perspective. And then once we know it's Tommy, then you jump over to the villains and do that episode where it's all from the villains' perspective.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
Would have been awesome. Jason Goldman says, Cat, basically Jungle Master mode is when the Jungle Fury Rangers trained with Master Rilla the Gorilla Master, Master Lopa the Antelope Master, and Master Gwyn. And as for Super Samurai mode, Black Box. Okay, I still would need to see it to know what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's when they have other Rangers that join.
I'm just imagining them doing minimalistic theater now. Super Samurai's in the Black Box.
Shadow puppets.
Ciro says, yeah, I wish we got more Scorpina. I guess they were like, we can't have two human characters to dub. Yeah, that's true. And you notice they do the same thing they do with Rita, where they got to try to come up with something that fits in her mouth pretty well.
Yeah. For some reason,
I like it when she goes, here I go!
20
What was that, DJ?
For some reason, it was more obvious with her than it is for Rita for me. I don't know. I think she has like a more open face thing. I don't know.
That's true, but the human actress they got matches her pretty well. She looks surprisingly similar in the face.
You just said the human actress.
Did I say human? I meant American actress.
I know.
See, they got a space alien for the Sentai.
Was actually an alien.
It was. It was truly. It was amazing how they found a human being who looked like that alien. It was really impressive. Let's move on, shall we? So we move on now to part 4 of Green with Evil. It's episode 20 of season 1. If you're watching this after the fact, once again, make sure and get that set up before we get started. Is everybody ready? Let's just jump right into it.
Yes.
Back to action. Everybody, please press play right now.
You got to do this.
Yeah, but nobody can see that. Like,
yeah, you don't want to stand up.
See, they were real quick to change this intro. I didn't remember that.
That's pretty cool. Cool they put the time in for that.
Okay, so
it's like Friends.
Has this changed already?
Power Ranger intros are a lot like Friends.
Yeah, they change it all the time.
Change all the time. Yeah. It's not as cool as later seasons of like Bruce Timm superhero stuff where it's different stuff in the intro every time.
Mm-hmm.
like Justice League and stuff. Although what I don't like about that is sometimes they show you scenes of the episode that you're already watching, and you're like, you're not really giving anything away, but I don't want to see stuff that I'm looking at a trailer for the thing I'm watching already.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is. The only thing I don't like about changing the intro this early is, of course, the jury is going to be a good guy.
Yeah.
It kind of tells us that right away. And can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. The rabbit stream stopped.
I know, it's frozen up on me as well.
It's a cool shot of the Megazord head.
It sure is, yeah. I'm going to give it a second and see if it starts rolling. It's not. We may have to start this again. Hopefully not. Wow, I'm just having technical difficulties this evening. Sorry, guys. I was excited to get through that last episode, though. As well as we did. Yeah, okay, right. Guys. I think we may have to start this episode again.
Start the episode.
I think it was Netflix. I think Netflix just froze up on me.
Weird. There we go.
It might not have even been my internet. Can you guys see this? Okay, we're gonna for the folks at home, we're just gonna start right back at the beginning. Sorry about that, but nobody's gonna be synced with us if we don't.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, we're starting all the way over. Sorry about that. Get your stream back to 0. We should be good. All right, here we go. Everybody, please press play right now. And it also shows you Dragonzord before you get to see Dragonzord in the show. I don't like that either.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Because that's actually a cool thing where he pops up out of the water. That's
David, that's great. David said, now, are you going to have some Power Rangers on your Power Rangers tour? Thanks, Jeff Goldblum. Well, David shouldn't mind. He loves this song. But I'm glad Eric's not here right now. Hopefully he'll be here later. Because
I'll never get.
He'd be annoyed that we had to listen to the song again. I'm sorry, what?
That's something we'll never get is a Power Rangers theme park.
Yeah, but it would be awesome.
It would be, but if it didn't happen in like the heyday, it's not going to happen.
No.
25 years later.
But somebody could do a ride, maybe. I could see Hasbro getting with somebody and doing a ride.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think a Megazord ride would be pretty cool. Or...
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do a lot of cool stuff.
So,
if you've been to Universal Studios, like the theater rides where like things are like interacting with you, that would be great as a Power Rangers ride.
Yeah, I've been to a Star Wars one like that at Disney.
Yeah. You didn't like it because it was 3D.
Oh, it was really fun. Just for whatever reason, that was the one ride that made me dizzy and I got a headache.
That one just sits still though. Like the Universal ones, you actually like go through a ride and there's theaters in every room. It's really cool.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Neat.
The Spider-Man ride is awesome. I hope you can ride it someday before Disney takes.
221 Baker says, "How's that not a thing?" Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. Like maybe Disney would have thought about putting a Power Ranger ride in their theme parks back when they still had the license, if it had made more money for them.
Yeah, it's weird that it didn't because they had some of the best seasons.
They did. Now it was best under them.
Wait, they can't morph?
Thanks for getting us up to speed here, Finster.
He's like the Thing, recapping the plot so far.
It's really nice of him to explain. Yeah. So, and all of a sudden the Megazord runs on solar power. We never knew that before, just because that's what's in the Sentai. And I don't think it will again. I don't think that's going to continue to be a thing. Because why would we just keep doing that? Everything she does in this that ultimately doesn't work, I don't know why we don't just do it again. But now that we've tried it and we've seen what didn't work, just do it differently or add more stuff on top. There's no reason not to do this exact plan again, but better. I mean, not the Green Ranger part because you don't have the coin anymore, but everything else. Okay, so we got Stomping Goldar, and you use Scorpina, and you blot out the sun, and there's like all these things you can do.
I love that it's like the most advanced technology on the Earth, and it's solar powered.
Jason Goldman's trying to tell me what Black Box is. It's not a character; it's an item to counter Xandrid's night. Like, I mean, I just haven't seen that season. So thanks for explaining what that is.
I haven't seen Jungle Fury either, but
the black box thing is Samurai, and I haven't looked at Samurai because I haven't liked any of their other seasons all that much.
Yeah. But I remember he brought up Jungle Fury, and I recently saw there's a Rhino Ranger on Jungle Fury, and I love his design. Like it's quickly becoming one of my favorite designs.
I think
he's played by the actor who was one of the Russian mob boss brothers in Daredevil season 1.
That's awesome.
It's gonna be crazy when we get there.
You're like, I'm the Rhino.
No, I don't. I think he's probably New Zealandish, like everybody else.
One of the backups.
Right, but that's somewhat. I shouldn't say ironic, but amusingly coincidental that he's not being Russian when he has the Rhino suit, but then later he plays a Russian guy.
That's true.
Oh, was it Dominic? That's awesome. That's cool. Thomas Henshaw, so how do they power it at night? I mean, I guess they just they probably just power up, cells and hoard the energy, right? But then how would just blotting out the sun keep you from using the energy you'd already stored, right?
Well, the sun
why does Rita have to
is already there.
Create an eclipse when she can just attack him at night?
Yeah, because I guess her rules say that it's a kid's show, so she has to attack at during the daytime.
Can't get them when they're sleeping.
No, that would be dirty pool. Can't have that. But it's okay to attack inside the command center. We just can't go into their houses or late at night. Or David says they plug it in, long extension cord. Yeah. In the Sentai, the Megazord is God.
Yeah,
and when they cutting off from the sun, they're cutting off God from the sun.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, they do the.
If you're counting the camera shakes, you got to count this one.
Oh no, not the thing from Star Trek again.
Shake the camera. Shake the camera. I'm gonna stay here while we're all gonna die. Eat my ice cream. Is this the bus thing you were talking about?
The bus, yeah.
This is the bus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally, we can get this behind us. We keep talking about this bus.
Yeah, in the Sentai, since it's Big Goldar, he is just in a suit picking up a toy.
You see him do that here, I think.
It around.
Hmm.
Again, are the Rangers in bulk like 17, or are they driving illegally again?
Boy, that's a really good question.
This is when he does it, right?
No, they're just perpetually in senior year, I think.
Just for like 5 years.
I like the idea that from Mighty Morphin to Zeo, it's all 1 year.
Oh, there's his bicycle.
Yep. He likes to ride his bicycle.
I think that's almost like a year. Like every episode will be a day.
Do it. Yeah. Why is she on Earth right now? I know I always ask that. I mean, at least she's come to Earth a couple of times already in this multi-parter, but yeah. Cyril says it's one crazy bloody year then. Yeah. Yes, it is.
It's like the 24 problem.
Yeah, it's a lot like the 24 problem. Right after a while, you're like, no, you can get all that crammed in one day. Gets his family kidnapped twice in 24 hours.
There it is.
There it is. I'm glad you were here for this because you keep talking about this.
That's a toy.
Nope.
Jason, don't spoil the magic.
He's just moving around a toy.
I mean, that's clearly die-cast. I don't think he's destroying the magic for anyone. Jeffrey says, Mighty Morphin, hey, algebra isn't easy for everyone. Baron OKC says, this is not as cool a second time.
That's a valid question, Bulk.
What?
why buses don't have seatbelts.
Yep.
Still to this day, I don't understand.
You'd think after this, they would definitely get them.
Yes, this is the reason.
Okay, so Zordon is able to come in just long enough to have a conversation with Green Ranger. He hasn't been able to complete a sentence until just now. So, that's convenient. Oh, good one, Zordon. You know, when you're ahead in a tube that can't really stop anything and you're stuck in another dimension, so you're not all that intimidating, you know?
Every time something happens to, something cool happens, but it's actually kind of bad to any ranger, it's Kimberly and Billy.
Yep.
It's always
You've missed some of the episodes where we've talked about that, yeah. But yeah, it's always them.
Talked about that.
Meanwhile, back at the beach.
Where
See, this is an easy scene to match. Just saying.
I'm sorry, what was that, DJ?
This is an easy scene for them to match. They were probably so happy when they saw it took place on a beach because you could just get any beach.
Yeah, because I'm just imagining the discussions they had when they were like, "Well, we don't have any like ancient ruins in California. I don't know how we don't have the money to build ancient ruins to match." Oh, Baron OKC says the Green Ranger in the command center is not as cool. Zero says, "You're a real crap wizard, Zordon."
Do you think this is the same beach where Larago turns himself over to Divatox?
Larago? Yes, I do.
Same Angel Grove beach.
Oh my god. We're probably gonna actually do that. I wasn't gonna, but we've talked about it. We will probably do the Turbo movie. Yeah, I'm one movie I'd give it a 0-2 on Superhero Rewind. I'm gonna have to do a second commentary on it.
I'm just excited because you don't want to do it.
I want your mommy. You can always tell when it's a complete ad lib. I think most of their dialogue is ad lib. I think 5% of that was written. You know, one thing I always have to give Power Rangers, and especially Mighty Morphin, is maybe I'm dumb. But like whenever you have like monsters and they're supposed to actually be big, and you have people like looking up at them and they're supposed to be small, it really does feel that way. It like, you know how they did it. I'm not saying it's super realistic, but like I always buy the size difference.
Yeah, it's weird. Even when they do Rangers, I don't understand.
Yeah, and even when the sets are really clearly, built and kind of cardboardy, and like it always feels like they're kind of that big.
That would be so fun to shoot, by the way. Like the cameraman is just like laying like on the ground, and you're just acting like a crazy person above him.
I've always wanted to do it.
I want some behind the scenes footage of that. Like, why is there no behind the scenes stuff for this show?
Some people are asking us not to do Turbo. Some people are telling us to do all of Turbo. Bag says all Turbo. Baron KC says, please no. No Turbo.
Is it Baron Oak?
Well, it's a K and a C. So I assume the KC stands for something.
Okay, so it's Overland, Kansas.
Tom Essential, is the Green Ranger a raptor? No, he's a dragon. He's got dragons.
I was just looking at his helmet. It is such a cool design. His helmet is really cool.
Now, I think the show that does have a raptor, it is the Green Ranger, though. I may not be remembering that right, because I didn't watch all of Dino Charge, but I think the raptor is a Green Ranger.
Okay.
And that show has 10, if I'm remembering right.
Oh my God.
It starts with 5, and then they get more colors.
Well, at least I think SPD has like 20. SPD is crazy.
Oh yeah, but that makes sense for that premise.
Yeah, and they have the whole A squad. So
it's not the beginning of Dino Charge, because they have like these 10 crystals, and there's like a purple one. There's these colors you don't usually see for Rangers, and you're like, oh man, are we gonna see all of them? And I didn't watch Dino Supercharge, but I think they do all of them.
Oh, cool.
Zero says, yeah, Dino Charge is overcrowded. I'll go back to that at some point. I mean, again, it's missing the spark. I just couldn't get excited about it, but it would be fun to see what some of those costumes look like in the show.
This is reminding me of the movie again, where Billy's like shouting about the comet.
The 2017 movie?
No, the 95 movie, Halley's Comet.
But the comet, I don't know what you're talking about.
He was just shouting about the eclipse in like the exact same tone of voice.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And there she is. Beautiful.
Yeah. She's even prettier when she's a monster.
So is this like her true form that she's with Goldar? Like,
I assume so.
Why does she turn into a woman?
I don't know. And does she have the ability to shape change into that when she's tinier? Our solar energy is down to 25% because we can see a crescent moon. Or a crescent sun, I guess. Sarah says, Dino Charge is the best Neo Saban season, but I'm just not a fan of teams of 10+ Rangers. Yeah, I'll buy that. I liked what I watched of it. I just didn't keep going. I still thought it was kind of mediocre.
Is Dino Thunder a Disney season?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, the Disney seasons go all the way through RPM. And then after that we don't have anything for a year, which is when they did that crap master of Mighty Morphin, and then we come back with Megaforce.
Okay.
Megaforce, right?
I think Samurai was first.
Samurai was before Megaforce, that's right.
Yeah.
The power sword. We don't know if we're going to have enough power to bring down the power sword, but let's call it anyway. It would have been really funny if it just came down and then like it dropped out of the air because it just didn't have enough power to do anymore.
Speaking of Samurai, I really love the Thunder Megazord.
I do too.
It's really cool. I really want it in the game, but I still don't have it.
The Thunder Megazord?
Yeah.
What does that have to do with Samurai?
It's like a samurai guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
They don't refer to it as that, but
I just wasn't sure what the correlation. I thought you meant that has something to do with that series. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Just visually. I think that's from the other.
Okay, so wait a minute. Why didn't you do that before? I mean, I know I keep asking that question, but you're just like, we need Green Ranger. Hey, I know. Use your spells. Okay, well, if you can use that as an excuse for anything, she should have won by now.
Wait a minute. So
yes, giant Green Ranger.
So why?
Like, why does he need a Zord if he can just get big himself?
Did she say make my Green Ranger grow?
I think she did. I missed it. I don't know if she says that. But yeah, this is not a thing we do very often, and it's really only when we have Sentai footage.
Yeah, you'd think they'd be scared to do it because it kind of ruins the effect a little bit when you see a human.
It should, but I still don't think it does too much. I think it kind of works. Oh, now she's Mojo Jojo. I love it when a plan is working just like I knew it was going to. Said every anime villain ever.
That means that she's a Pokemon.
Wow. That was extremely Mojo Jojo-like. 221 Baker. I want make my Green Ranger grow on a coffee mug. David says he thinks it does lose the effect. Just guys in suits now. I don't know. It always worked for me. I was always kind of impressed that it kind of works okay. Now this was a big deal. Except they'll bring them right back, and I always remembered this wrong because we will eventually, of course, lose these and have to get to Thunder, and I remembered this being where that happens, but it's not.
No, this is way too early. Because we never remember how early this is.
Because we have 60 episodes of footage with that Megazord, with the Dino Megazord.
Yeah.
Oh, David, that's a good point. There's no buildings around for scale. But the rocks. They had
those,
rocks.
Those are mountain rocks.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I guess the darkness helps a little bit, maybe. I don't know. I always like that scene. I don't know. It's nostalgia blinders, I guess. I almost said about 10%, probably.
Man, yeah, if this was episode 2 and we had one final episode, this would be so great.
Yeah. But it's so dragged out. And remember, we still haven't revealed who the Green Ranger is to our Rangers.
Yeah, you're right. It's in the end of episode 4.
It's the end of this.
That's crazy.
And they're not going to figure this out through any kind of ingenuity or anything. It's going to be 60s Batman, the computer printout. The Bat computer figured it out for us.
Enhance.
Yes, and then they're going to do that. It's blurry. You remember this. Back Studio says, hey, Cap, what's our timestamp? Trying to time out my drive home. Right now, like 58 seconds, so maybe just wait until we start 5. Because we're about to get into the next one. Yep, no problem, buddy. No way, I never could have met... Who... The only way they would have been not surprised... Like, whatever they show would be a surprise. They didn't even have any ideas.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo had more, like, red herrings.
Yeah. But you think the characters themselves would maybe have suspicions? They have no suspects. They're not asking any questions.
Wait, is there only 5 parts?
5 parts for Green with Evil, 6 parts in the Sentai.
6 parts in the
They said every single
Can I
like
watch the
short
6th
dialogue
part
they
of
could.
the
It was
Sentai?
like, oh man.
I'm not going to do that right now.
Oh.
I'm sorry, what, DJ?
They said like every single bit of trite dialogue that you could say. They're like, I don't believe it. No way. Oh man.
Because every one of them needed a line of dialogue.
In sequence, yes.
Yeah, no, it's great. Okay, so it looks like the rabbit room is working okay now. We're gonna go right into the last part of Green with Evil, and yeah, that middle part, and like I'm used to it now because I've gone back and looked at this a few times since I first did that commentary with Eric. But like, we were both kind of a little bit saddened by how great that first part is and how it just kind of sinks. Mm-hmm. And then it ramps up in the last part again, but they only needed 3. They did not need 5, maybe 3. They probably could have done it in 2.
Yeah. I mean, I would have been more okay with that reveal if it was in 2, and then we had like the final battle in 3.
Well, especially because it makes the Rangers even dumber than they usually are.
Yeah.
Baron OKC says, I thought it was Bernie. It was Ernie myself. Not Bernie.
That's Ernie's brother. He'll come
Ernie's Bernie. Bernie and Ernie. Okay, you guys ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's get going with part 5. Episode 21 of season 1. If you're watching this after the fact, get ready to press play when I say now. Here we go. Everybody, please press play right now. Oh, back to action. You're going to do like a totally different thing every time.
Earth.
Yep.
Attitude.
That helps you sink it.
Rangers.
Okay, stop that.
Yeah.
We always talk for a little bit after each episode, and then we have nothing to say during the intro. We should probably...
That's true. We should just start going right into it. Yeah. When we met Amy Jo Johnson this last year, Jason asked her about using a bow and arrow, and she's like, that wasn't me. I never did that.
Even the Pink Ranger didn't do it very often.
Yeah, no, that's true. She didn't.
That's so cool that she's doing the circuits now.
Yeah. For the longest time, she had done 3 cons total.
Yeah. Bad memories.
And of course, she's in Canada. Like, she's not even local to the U.S., so she has to leave her country, and every time she wants to do it. Thomas Edghill, what kind of attitude? Happy, sad, mad? I'm so confused. Well, my guess is it's not his fault at all, and you shouldn't be all that upset with him, and that you're gonna be his best friend next episode. That's my guess.
Do you think that like lens flare kind of effect on Alpha's visor is intentional? Like, how do they do that?
I think it just that's just how it hits the light.
That's pretty cool. If that's just like, I mean, it has to be
Happy
obviously
accident or whatever. Yeah. I think it'd be hard for Goldar to drink things.
Yeah, his mouth doesn't open very far.
He spills it all down his front. He's like, "Oh, not again!"
I take it for granted just because he's always been there, but he's such a cool design.
I know, it's one of the best.
Like it's so interesting. Like I want to know more about his. Like he's got like these fur. His hair comes down. He's got the tail thing. Like it's really intricate and interesting. Yeah,
and pretty clear that again we're looking at Wizard of Oz, and he's probably kind of based on the flying monkeys, but it's such an intricate design, and he's real menacing looking. He could have been a series bad guy.
Yeah, he could have been. I was just.
And Goldar was so well liked. You could have gone if they didn't want to do the Machine Empire, because of course, again, just that was footage they had already. But like they could have spun him off and had him be the big bad for the next season. I think
they could have at this point by season 3. He's just like a joke.
He was a cartoon character, yeah. But if we hadn't done that, but they all were. I mean, like you say that, but so was Zed, and he was and Rita, and they were the main bad guys.
That's true.
So why not? But no, it would have been really cool if we had never done that to them, and then because we treat the Machine Empire like it's really scary, but they're pretty lame in comparison to early Zed and early Goldar. Baron OKC says, and this will happen again in season 3 with a girl named Kat. Yep. It sure will.
Oh, we'll be counting. We'll be counting all the evil guys.
But she'll shapeshift into a cat also. Because her name is Kat. Get it?
And then there'll be another character named Kat in SPD, also named for the same reason.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And she actually becomes a ranger for one episode.
Look, now he's acting even more evil now that they know he's evil. He's doing that 24 thing. Oh, we found the mole. Better act like a mole now. I mean, he was mean to her earlier, but he wasn't doing that like angry scowl. Like, I'm working out.
I've got to give it up. I've got to give it to him. It's really hard to look super angry and evil when you're on a Bowflex.
Angry Bowflexing. Like, imagine if you were mad Tyboing. Anwa!
I'm waiting for the episode where Kimberly's teaching her aerobics and she's just really angry about it.
I gotta say something there because I said something there. So
that looks so good.
I know, it's great. The Dragon Sword, the early Dragon Sword footage is like almost Godzilla worthy.
Like, this is crazy. Like, how big is this water tank? Like,
we take all this for granted. It's like, it's so cheap. We use somebody else's footage. Yeah, but can we talk about how cool their footage looks? Like,
yes, like this set is crazy.
Talk about all the effort that's put into these pyrotechnics and they actually do stunts with real people in that show where it looks really dangerous. Where it looks like people might have actually, been in danger and could get hurt. You never feel like that in the show.
Yeah, like, what is the budget for Sentai? Like, they put so much effort into this.
I mean, enough that, like, Toho took them seriously and did crossovers with them.
Wait, does he have it?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Now, one thing that's interesting about the Sentai is these episodes in that is the melody he plays on the flute is the same melody, which surprised me.
That's cool. It's so memorable. That was my ringtone or my text tone for a while.
But it's not. Well, giant, crazy Power Ranger fans, there's a piece of trivia for you. Where was Zoran all this time? Sector I0Q9.
That needs to go in your trivia book when you inevitably write a Power Rangers trivia book.
I0Q9. Yeah, I'd love to, but I should be writing them as we're going along this series because I'm going to have to do this all over again if I ever did that.
This would be the time because you don't want. Yeah,
I don't want to do that again. But I can't pay enough attention to do it while we're talking about it. We were like, why is Cap constantly writing? He's supposed to be making a commentary. Well, he's got to put down Sector I0Q9. Jason again with his red pants.
He's been wearing that out. They've all been wearing the same clothes this whole 5-parter.
Well, maybe this has only been over a couple of days or one day. I mean, I guess they didn't change. But I don't get the sense that anybody slept. How many times have we morphed today? Good God.
You think they have a limit to how many times they can morph in one day? Like, they have to charge up their morphers again?
Well, if it's solar powered, probably. I mean, or maybe not. Maybe we're good as long as the sun's up. Okay, so why didn't she just keep blotting out the sun? Like, did they stop that from happening? Did I miss something where she just can't do that anymore?
Well, I think it just passed by.
Oh, okay. Oh, I guess it was the comet, wasn't it? Okay. I'm paying attention. I really am. I'm watching the show.
I am, because I have no idea what to say.
I guess that was sort of an unfair thing to say earlier. Where it's like, well, if she could just blot out the sun. Wait, why doesn't... I mean, it seems like she has resources where she could probably come up with ways to blot out the sun. I will stand by that. And when she gets, what is it, Lothar later? Lokar? One of these is a Power Rangers villain, and one of these is a Space Ghost villain. That guy seems like he has the ability, that he would have the ability to blot out the sun.
Yeah.
Thomas Henschel, when the Dragon Zord bit into that pole that exploded, he's like, does it need to eat that, or is it just for effect?
It's just evil.
221 Baker, does morphing make you sweat? Are they getting smaller over the course of these episodes? Or smellier? Are they getting smellier?
I was
I was like, I don't understand your comment, but I read it. David Crabtree, I've worked in a business district, and that, sir, is no business district. No, that's true. That looks residential.
Oh, shaky cam.
Or at least some of it did. Mr. Roboto, $2 super chat. Thanks. It would have been neat to see Goldar fly once. Yeah, when he gets his wings, we never do that, do we?
Yeah. Why does he get his wings?
I don't think. Because he apparently got them taken from him for not, serving Lord Zed properly, and then he gets them back from Lord Zed. But we didn't even know he had wings until then. And in the Sentai, he doesn't. We talked about this before, where it looks like a character that should have had wings. I guess she never did in the Sentai. Like, I keep just not believing that character was not made to have wings.
Yeah.
It's just hard to believe that.
So the Zords were just sitting in that, like, fiery pit for, like, the whole episode? How many episodes?
What now? How many episodes? What?
How long were the Zords just stuck down there in the fire? Because they came right up out of it again.
Well, we lost them last episode.
Yeah, I guess we don't really know how much time has passed.
I would say 0 time has passed, because Kimberly, like, walks into the juice bar and sees Tommy, and that's the first time anybody's seen him since they found out his secret. I'm pretty sure no time passed. Dark Summers Wind says hello. Hello!
Welcome.
Thomas Henschel, every time a Ranger Hayaz, a Goldar gets its wings. I just like it when the Dragon Zord does this.
I like it when the Tyrannosaurus does this. Which is one time.
All right, power up. What are we gonna do now? Are we gonna go to tank mode for no reason again, DJ?
Most likely.
That seems to be the pattern. I'm sorry, DJ. We were talking. Were we going to say something?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm glad you can make it too, Dark Summer Wind. Good to see you. Jason Goldman says, according to Megaforce, you can only morph if there's energy in the morpher. But I like a lot of these shows don't actually, tell you that. So maybe that's only true there. I don't know.
Yeah, they just switched.
I don't know why we do that. This is footage we have, and by God, we're going to use it.
Every episode.
You know what I think? Except for when we don't, and then it makes it weirder. Because it's not a midpoint you needed. It makes me think, because I haven't seen every episode of the Sentai, it makes me think that in Zoolanger, they had one episode where they shot that energy blast, and then never again, or they do it every time they go to tank mode, and we don't want to keep doing that.
So do you think when they shot that there was no one in the Dragon Sword suit when he was just picking it up and spinning it around?
Yeah, don't pay attention to that.
Wait, he grabbed it and then it just went right out of his hand? Wait a minute.
It's funny every time. Now, I guess it kind of works because of the way the tail is segmented, where maybe it wouldn't droop over, but it looks silly. It looks like somebody's holding a rope at the top of it, holding it up.
Yeah. Or like he's trying to fly away and they're just holding him.
Dark Summer's Wind. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to make Crypto Freaks in a while. We've been working on this and some other things. He just caught up on that. And he says, what did I miss? I'm seeing Power Rangers fighting dinosaurs or something. That's about right.
Does
Megazord fighting a Dragonzoid. This is the end of the Green Ranger saga. What were you saying?
Does Tommy always have that black sheath on his leg?
No. I think that's a thing in that episode that we didn't deal with. I can't remember, though.
Interesting. Because I just noticed it. It stands out. Because everything else is white.
So we talked over what Zordon did when he finally came back, but I think he comes back just to say, does he actually tell them about the sword, or like, is that the thing that they have to know that only he can tell them, is like, oh, destroy that sword? Should probably deal with that.
Oh, that's cool. That's one of the moves that Green Ranger does, where he sticks his sword in the ground and
in Legacy Wars, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's gonna do what? Is Green Ranger gonna get Red Ranger, or is Red Ranger gonna get Green Ranger? Like, what is she talking about? Green Ranger, probably? I don't know.
Well, that was easy.
It's another one of those aim for the sword thing.
Yep. Thanks, Zach. We couldn't have ever figured that out without you. David says they need to stop packing gunpowder in their suits before they fight. Yeah, it wasn't remotely interesting, Tommy. Don't worry. No one faults you. We also know nothing about you at all. You should stay with us and be a Power Ranger.
He just woke up like he knew nothing that had happened, and then he said, what have I done? How does he know what he did?
I don't know. He seems to, like, remember it after this.
Guess it just comes back.
Everybody nod their head.
We're watching History of the Making, Alpha. I'm sure there's nothing that could possibly make us regret having done this. What prophecy are you talking about? Apparently there was a prophecy about a sixth ranger.
Okay. Alpha. Why are we morphing? Why is he saying, hooray, woo?
Because he's excited. Why are we morphing?
Woo.
So we can pose, Cap.
Let's make a commercial for future episodes, including the Green Ranger. David asked if this is Billy's first scene without overalls. It might be. I think maybe there's been another place. It's almost like they practiced them. You guys just practice all this stuff for the folks at home. Dark Summer's Wind says they need to stop doing flying kicks at the camera. The cameraman's gonna have a heart attack.
Wait, what? Always do is this. What are these for?
Well, that's the flute holes. Like, he puts his fingers in the flute holes and then he plays the flute. But the question you really should be asking is, how do you do that to a mask?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He could maybe blow, but he couldn't put his lips and actually do the notes.
His lips from his mask.
So, like...
Oh, I didn't know they did this.
Yeah, they don't do this a lot. There's a few places where they do this.
Yeah, I didn't know they did it like in this episode for no reason.
Yeah. It looks cool. I've always liked that one. But like, again, Zordon, like, did you build all this to do this? Like, was the Dragon Sword designed for this? We just don't know enough about the background of what the Green Ranger was.
Yeah, he must have been originally part of it, and Rita, like, I guess that's what they do in the new movie where Rita stole the
see why the 2017 movie went that way. It's like they took some things that this was hinting at and just made them what it was.
Yeah.
Dark Summers Win says, "Oh my god, I never realized that. That seems so obvious. That with a mask. Do you just mean that, like, it's weird to blow into a flute wearing a mask?" I'm not sure what he's talking about. Wait, do we though? Did Alpha do anything really?
He got the Zords back online when they broke down the first time.
Yeah, and he sort of brought Zordon back, but it seems like a lot of everything that happened was the computer is working now.
He trapped Green Ranger in a little like cylinder for a minute.
He did do that. Good job.
Poured it out
which made no difference because Rita could have pulled him back out of that at any time. At any time. What would be really interesting is if they picked the wrong person because they just grabbed a guy that Rita thought would make a good Green Ranger and made him a new Power Ranger moving forward. But of course, no. Not only is his heart going to be in the right place and he's not a bad boy like he kind of looks like he should be, like the way they cast him and played it up at the beginning, but also he's going to be the most important Power Ranger who ever lived.
Yeah, what a cool idea that would have been if, like, they didn't, he wasn't chosen. They just had no choice. They were stuck with him, and like he wasn't.
That's what the comics basically do.
Yeah,
where like they don't trust him, and he's got a lot of insecurities, and isn't sure if he's the right person, and if he should have been selected, and he's afraid that he'll go evil, especially because he finds out that in another universe, Draken that's very much what Draken did, which is him in the future, but he just stayed evil, and yeah, there's some actual interesting character stuff done with that, and that book is all about, I mean, like, it's got its issues, but like a lot of the character stuff in that book, especially in Go-Go, is about teenagers, like the insecurities and being unsure of yourself that you have when you're a teenager and having the weight of the world on your shoulders. And that's what I would do with that.
Yeah, it seems like they went really naturally from, like, all the ideas we're bringing up. Seems like they touched on the same things. Yeah,
absolutely. So next time we're gonna do The Trouble with Shell Shock, which is one of my favorite monsters. It's hilarious. It's just a turtle with a traffic light on its head, and it's great. And then
I remember that.
After that is Itsy Bitsy Spider. We're batching again, so that's the next thing that me and DJ are gonna do. Jason's got to go to bed, so if you are watching this with us this evening live, stick around and we'll do those episodes. And we'll let you know if we're going to do any more after that as well. Thanks a bunch for watching, everybody. We sure appreciate it if you're watching this now or after the fact. And hope you enjoyed our commentary and discussion on Green with Evil. We're already past Green with Evil. Can you believe it?
We're rolling, man.
We are blowing through. We are 1/3 of the way through season 1.
That's crazy. In 2 weeks.
2 weeks. So thanks again for watching, guys. Sure appreciate it. We will see some of you guys here in just a little bit. I am Captain Logan, and this is Jason.
Bye, guys.
And as always, that is DJ.
See you later.
Later, folks.